Today I would discuss the significance of the porter scene in Shakespeare's Macbeth. As per certain scholars, porter scene is considered to be an interpolation. These scholars believe that this scene is not an integral part of the play. They even believe that perhaps this scene is not by Shakespeare's pen, as the scene lacks the tragic intensity of the play. In a way, as per those scholars, this scene diminishes the tragic intensity of Macbeth. What's the real thing? Let's elaborate on it. As all of you know, the porter scene happens just after the murder of Duncan at Macbeth's place. So, in a way, porter scene is providing a sort of comic relief to the audience after the heightened emotions of the previous scenes. Audience wants a sort of break, and Shakespeare is providing the much needed dramatic or comic relief. Of course, Shakespeare is modifying the classical rule regarding the three unities of time, place, and action. As per these rules, there should be no mingling of the comic and the serious elements. In a tragedy, comic and mundane scenes are disallowed. So, why is Shakespeare introducing it? Shakespeare is introducing the comic element in order to provide a sort of dramatic relief to the audience. Moreover, Shakespeare also believes that life is a mixture of the tragic and the comic elements. Next, you see, in the previous scene, Duncan had been murdered, and the porter is listening to the knocking at the door. This scene has been also called a knocking at the door. So who is knocking? It is the moral order that is knocking at the door of Macbeth's place, where humanity had collapsed. In a way, we might say that it is the knocking at the door by the retribution, because we have the beginning of the revenge after this scene. Besides, you see, Porter is imagining himself to be the doorkeeper of the hell. Shakespeare is also apt in theatrical devices. In the previous scene, Macbeth and Lady Macbeth were involved in the murder, and now they require some time. The actors who are playing the roles of Macbeth and Lady Macbeth, they require some time to change their outfit. And the porter's speech is providing that much needed time space to the actors. Thanks for watching.